It is week 17 of the 2016 NFL season, and we are live from Orchard Park on this snowy day. Ralph Wilson Stadium for this matchup between the 10-5 San Francisco 49ers and the 7-8 Buffalo Bills. 49ers, for all intents and purposes, winning in. The Bills have no chance at the playoffs. They're just here to play spoiler, and former 49er Jared Hayne is all the way back to return as Kyle Brenzo will kick things off right into the wind. Sammy Watkins is actually going to return this one, and Sammy Watkins is going to cut to the outside, breaks the tackle from Corey Lemonnier, and Sammy Watkins out to the 35-yard line. Hard to tell yard markers with all this snow on the ground, but here comes E.J. Manuel. Tyrod Taylor is hurt, and Manuel at 56%, 1,500 yards, 8 touchdowns to 5 interceptions in limited action this season. From their own 46-yard line, coming out in the full house set, Manuel, handoff to LaShawn McCoy, and Shady breaks 2 tackles and gets out to 49ers territory. That's a gain of 7 on the ground. He is a driving force for this team, has 14 touchdowns on the season, and E.J. Manuel airs it up for Watkins. Flag on the play, and Sammy Watkins hauls it in with one hand for the touchdown. Dre Kirkpatrick was right there with him, and they're going to call Kirkpatrick on defensive pass interference. It didn't matter. As he hooked Watkins' arm, Sammy Watkins reaches up and makes a spectacular play, and the Bills are on the board early. It's 7-0. Can Bryce Petty and the 49ers offense answer back? There is no Elgin Armstead. There is no Nate Hill. This team has suffered injuries to their 2 biggest playmaking rookies outside of Bernie Lauderdale, and they need to figure out how to right the ship. Carlos Hyde 110 yards away from 1,000 on the season, and he's going to get a handoff here. 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line, trips to his right, Bryce Petty. Scans, throws underneath to Kobe Fleener, who is met immediately after a gain of about 4. 3rd and 4 for the 49ers, Petty adjusting the play at the line of scrimmage. It's an inside draw to Travaris Cadet, and Cadet will pick up the first down on the ground. Play action fake for the 49ers. Petty's going to roll out to his right, escapes the pressure, and overthrows Derwin Taylor. Stephon Gilmore was in coverage. No Preston Brown for this contest. Jameel McClain in at inside linebacker. 3rd and 8 from the 39-yard line. Petty comes out in the shotgun, play action fake, rolls out, throws off his back foot, and that is deflected away. Gilmore got his mitt on it. That's going to be a punt from Marquette King. And it is an extremely short punt. Jared Hayne botches the punt. It's recovered by the 49ers. Lenerick Lewis with the recovery. Watch it one more time. Jared Hayne never saw the football. It bounces right off his helmet and recovered by the 49ers. A net 10-yard punt and a turnover, as that's complete to Charles Johnson in the flat. Tries to spin away from Marcus Burley, but picks up the first down. They were inside the red zone and have a second opportunity to score. 1st and 10 from the 14. Petty has a clean pocket, throws underneath to Quentin Patton. And Quentin Patton will pick up 9 before being brought down by Corey Graham. 2nd and inches, Petty drops back, throws a fader to Bernie Lauderdale. He burns Marcus Burley, and that is a touchdown. Watch it one more time, and watch it one more time after that, as Lauderdale, a 6'6" tight end lining up in the slot, was too much for Burley to handle, and we are tied. Minute 50 left. E.J. Manuel with the play-action fake freezes some of the 49ers defenders, and that's complete to Charles Clay as he stumbles out of bounds in 49ers territory. 2 tight ends set for the Bills, who are driving down the field with great efficiency. Complete to Gragg, and Chris Gragg gets out to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 12, and E.J. Manuel's 5 for 6 for 91 yards to start things off. One of the tales of the tape is to see how the 49ers secondary can rebound after an absolutely pitiful performance last week against Tampa Bay. 2nd and 2. E.J. Manuel looking deep. And it's intercepted! Jimmy Ward picks it off. Intended for Larvari Jackson, the rookie. 16th pick out of Alabama. Ward with a great play as E.J. Manuel overthrew him just slightly. 49ers trying to get something going. Kobe Fleener with the catch underneath. Leaps his way out of bounds, but there's a flag on the play, and this one is coming back. Freddie Young, the rookie tackle, now playing left guard, where he's thrived in the run game, has struggled a little bit in pass protection. Gets called on the hold there. 2nd and 21 from the 9. Inside draw to Carlos Hyde, who's trying to make the most of his touches without Elgin Armstead, as he picks up 6. 3rd and 15, Cadet as the tailback. Petty throws underneath to Derwin Taylor, and Derwin Taylor cannot pick up enough for the first down. Jameel McClain on the tackle, and Marquette King with the win now in his favor will punt it away, and it is a deep punt. Hayne will let it bounce, and it goes out of bounds at the 7. Marquette King with a booming punt and flips the field. Offset I, handoff to LaShawn McCoy, who breaks 2 tackles, gets away from nose tackle Ian Williams, potentially in his final start as a member of the 49ers. 2nd and 6 from the 43, underneath to Robert Woods. They found the soft spot in the zone, and Woods is into San Francisco territory. Back in the offset I, handoff to LaShawn McCoy, who weaves his way through the defense, breaks a tackle from Darius Moats, and gets out to the 29-yard line, averaging over 5 yards per carry early. Jared Hayne in, and Jared Hayne keeps his legs churning. The former rugby star picks up 7 on the ground. 3rd and 3 from the 49ers' 22-yard line, with 7:11 left in the first half. Complete to Charles Clay, who got enough. Kayari Ford a little late to react. 49ers inside linebacker play has been absolutely putrid in coverage this season, something that needs to be addressed in the offseason, as that's complete to Robert Woods. He'll pick up 9. Watkins in motion, 3rd and 1, E.J. Manuel looks, fires to Charles Clay for the touchdown. Clay with a diving grab in the end zone, and it's 14-7, Buffalo with the lead. 49ers get the ball at half and are going to try to get something going before then, as Carlos Hyde opens up a running lane and gets 12. 1st and 10, Mike Davis in the backfield. And Davis, who most likely will not be retained going into next season, picks up 5. Little hitch route to Derwin Taylor. He cannot escape from the Bills defenders, but he does get enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Final play before the 2-minute warning most likely, and Petty is crushed by 2 Bills defenders. He's 9 for 12 for 72 yards and a touchdown already. Low snap. Carlos Hyde's going nowhere. Marcel Darius overpowered Wes Dorsey, and Freddie Young broke through the double team. 3rd and 13 at the 2-minute warning. From the Bills' 40, Petty throws up the middle on the post to Charles Johnson, who makes the catch and holds on through the hit. 2nd and 10, Hyde going right back at it. He's not going anywhere. Aaron Williams blew that play up. 3rd and 8 from the 19, flag on the play, incomplete for Travaris Cadet. But there is a flag, like I said, and it's going to be called on. It looks like Freddie Young once again. Are the Bills going to accept it or decline? Declining sets up 4th and 8 from the 19. They're actually going to accept it and give the 49ers another shot. 3rd and 18. Petty's going to step up and run with it. And Bryce Petty's going to pick up about 8. Stephon Gilmore there with the tackle. And there's another flag on the play, and it's going to go against the 49ers. Back-to-back holding penalties, and now they're not so much in field goal range for Kyle Brinza. 3rd and 28 from the 39-yard line. This will be a 57-yarder in snow with wind in his favor. That's complete to Charles Johnson, who picks up about 6, setting up a 50-yard attempt for Brinza. This is a little bit easier. From the right hash, kick is up, and it is inside the right upright and good. And the 49ers are only trailing by 4. Bills not going to roll over. They want some more points before the half. E.J. Manuel coming out of the shotgun play-action fake, complete to Larvari Jackson. That's a first down out to their own 46-yard line. Clock is ticking. 30 seconds left in the half. Manuel. Complete to Charles Clay up the seam to the 49ers 40-yard line. They need another about 10 yards, 15 yards to get into field goal range. 13 seconds left. Manuel. Pass to LaShawn McCoy, who gets away from Navarro Bowman. Gets a block and is forced out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Well inside field goal range. The kick for the Bills to give them a 7-point advantage is up, and it is good. And Buffalo will hold a 17-10 lead as we go into the half. It has been a sloppy back and forth first half, but the 49ers need a W. They get the ball at halftime. So let's see what halftime adjustments they come up with. Will they come out victorious, or will the Bills play spoiler? Find out right after this. And we are back. The Bills are averaging 10 yards per play in the first half. That has to stop. 2nd and 5 for the 49ers from their own 41. It's complete to Bernie Lauderdale with Marcus Burley in coverage. That's a first down for the 49ers. 1st and 10, handoff to Mike Davis. And Davis is going nowhere. Aaron Williams blows that up. Gain of only 2. 2nd and 8 from midfield. Inside draw to Carlos Hyde. And Hyde picks up about 3. Jameel McClain in on the hit. 3rd and 4 from the Bills' 46-yard line. Petty in the shotgun. Cadet there right next to him. And Bryce Petty's going to roll out. He has running room, and Bryce Petty takes an unnecessary hit from Vinny Curry, but picks up 8. 1st and 10 from the 37. Petty throws to Charles Johnson. That's a first down for Charles Johnson. Chris Cook right there in coverage. 1st and 10, play action fake. Petty underneath to Coby Fleener. Gets a block, and Coby Fleener picks up 8. 49ers moving down the field well. 2nd and 2, handoff Hyde. Carlos Hyde running right at that Bills defensive front. A very fearsome group, but Carlos Hyde is finding his holes, as that's going to be a gain of about 1. Corey Graham in on his 5th tackle. 2nd and 9, Petty. No one's open, and he is sacked. Jarius Wynn, the backup defensive end, in on the sack. 3rd and 18. Petty hit as he throws, but finds Bernie Lauderdale over the middle. And he's going to be ruled a yard short of the first down. They're going to settle for a field goal on Lauderdale's 3rd reception of the game. Brinza's kick is up and good. And it's back to a 4-point Buffalo Bills lead. After a quick 3 and out for Buffalo, Petty flipping the play. And off to Carlos Hyde, and Carlos Hyde is flattened by Vinny Curry. It looks like Curry, who shed the block from Coby Fleener, collided almost head first with Carlos Hyde. Doesn't even look like it was a tackle. Looked like it was just a collision between 2 mammoth human beings. 2nd and 12, thrown over the middle to 3rd string tight end Blake Bell. When they run those 3 tight end sets, Bell has his moments. 3rd and inches, handoff Hyde. Carlos Hyde with the stutter step picks up the first down. 20 carries, 73 yards on the ball game. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line at the start of the 4th quarter. Thrown to Fleener. And Coby Fleener forced out of bounds by Marcus Burley, a few inches shy of the first down. Now 2nd and inches. Hyde with the give. And Carlos Hyde, a gain of 9 on the ground, running hard. A downhill runner who makes his living in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 up the seam, incomplete for Lauderdale. An absolute strike from Petty, but he could not hold on. 2nd and 10, right back to the inside give. Carlos Hyde runs through Burley and runs over Jameel McClain before finally being brought down. 3rd and 3 from the 28-yard line. Petty throws for Lauderdale, and it's picked off! Jameel McClain with the interception! Stays on his feet and is brought down at his own 41-yard line. A huge interception for McClain. As you'll see one more time, Petty's pass was behind Bernie Lauderdale. Lauderdale had separation, but the pass was offline. That's Petty's 12th interception of the season. As E.J. Manuel goes up top for Sammy Watkins, Dre Kirkpatrick doesn't often do that, but completely misplays the ball. That's a huge first down for Buffalo. Hand off to LaShawn McCoy. Spins away from K'Ari Fort and picks up 8 instead of losing probably 3. 3rd and 2. Back to McCoy, and Fort makes up for it there. A stop, no gain. Cairo Santos on the hold from Mallet kicks it through the uprights and good. And the Bills have a 7-point advantage with 9 minutes left. 2nd and 10 for Bryce Petty and the 49ers. They love those shotgun runs as Carlos Hyde picks up about 8. 3rd and 2, empty set for the 49ers. Haven't seen much of it today. Petty looks, throws for Charles Johnson, but he's hit by Jerry Hughes before he can get the throw off. Jerry Hughes discarded Freddie Young at the line of scrimmage. That's another example of the 49ers offensive line not holding up. 3rd and 7, E.J. Manuel has time, throws, and almost picked off. Overthrew Charles Clay with Eric Reed right with him. Andy Lee is going to punt with 7:25 left. Le'Veon Duncan on the return. Le'Veon Duncan is met immediately by Marcus Burley. No gain on the punt. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Petty rolls out. And it's a fumble! He tried throwing it. Bruce Miller picks it up. Empty hand throw from Petty almost cost them there, as Carlos Hyde is going to pick up some yardage back, gets 7, and is 6 yards shy of 1,000 on the season. 3rd and 6 underneath to Charles Johnson, who generated some space and gets the first down into Bills territory. Petty at 66%, 181, a touchdown and a pick on the game. 2nd and 5 from the 42, handoff Hyde. Carlos Hyde runs through the defense. That's over 1,000 yards on the season for him. And they come out in the Wildcat. Cadet in motion. Carlos Hyde with the keeper. And Carlos Hyde picks up about 7. 120 yards on the ground for him thus far. 3rd and 2 from the 24. Petty throws for Charles Johnson. Gets away from Gilmore. Charles Johnson. He is Superman with his 12th touchdown of the season. His most important one, and we are tied. 2nd and 6 for E.J. Manuel and the Bills with 2:50 left. Complete to Charles Clay over the middle. A gain of 17 yards. The wind is not in their favor. Final play before the 2-minute warning. Manuel. Play action fake. Looks deep, throws it up for Robert Woods, and it's picked off! Darius Moats, the rookie out of Texas, an up-and-down season, and he gets his 3rd interception, this one saving the game. 1st and 10 from the 4, Carlos Hyde, running hard, picks up 9. 2nd and 1 from the 13-yard line, coming out in the shotgun, minute 40 left. Petty scans the field, looks a little bit late to the left. He had Hyde wide open and did not see him. Incomplete. 3rd and 1 from the 13. Petty drops back, looks around, and he is sacked. Bryce Petty is sacked on 3rd and 1. Watch it one more time. Kobe Fleener was his intended target, and he tripped and fell over the middle of the field. Marquette King on the punt. 49ers in protect as King was at the back of his own end zone. Hayne with the return. Jared Hayne out to the 45 and brought down at his own 48-yard line with a minute 22 left. Bills have 2 timeouts. 49ers have all 3 of theirs. Manuel underneath to Sammy Watkins. Speared quickly by 2 49ers defenders. 2nd and 5 from the 47. Manuel's going to take off and run with it. Has the first down and takes a shoulder from Navarro Bowman. But they're on the 39. 1st and 10. Throws it up for Charles Clay. Broken up by Antoine Bethea and Jimmy Ward. 2nd and 10 from the 39. E.J. Manuel play action fake. Throws for Watkins, who beats Drake Kirkpatrick. That's a first down. They're into Santos field goal range. 1st and 10 from the 44. Handoff McCoy. Hit in the backfield and dropped. No gain. 2nd and 11. McCoy gets the handoff. Bounces to the outside. Shady McCoy has running room. And LaShawn McCoy picks up the back-breaking first down. And now here's where things get a little bit buggy video game-wise. So I was going to wait and call a timeout to ice them. Instead, the clock ran out. They chewed clock and it just ran to 0. This game is over. The Buffalo Bills are going to win this game. Technically, it's 26-20. It really is 23-20. And the Buffalo Bills knock off the San Francisco 49ers by a final score of 26-20. The 49ers fall to 10-6. The Bills improve to 8-8. And it'll take a lot for the 49ers to make the playoffs with so many teams hovering around that point. And, in fact, they do not make the playoffs. The 49ers had the ball for 10 minutes more than the Bills, but their defense absolutely fell apart. You can't give up 327 passing yards to the worst passing offense in the league. E.J. Manuel, 19 for 28, 327, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Carlos Hyde, 28 carries, 135 yards, no scores for him. And Darius Moat, 6 tackles, tackle for loss, and an INT. Jameel McClain, 13 tackles, and a huge interception. The Seattle Seahawks win the division. They win their final 4 and go to 11-5. The 49ers miss out on the playoffs as the Cowboys go 10-6 and win the division. Eagles miss the playoffs at 10-6. Panthers get a wild card spot at 11-5, and the Vikings get a wild card spot at 11-5. A lot of really good teams and a lot of really bad teams this season. As we take a look around the league, you'll see the final week of the season, how everybody did to get into their playoff spots. Remember to focus in on Minnesota, Seattle, New Orleans, and Carolina. But the Texans made the playoffs. Jaguars won the division. Vikings beat the Texans. Panthers lost to the Raiders, but they still made the playoffs, and they didn't win the division. The Jaguars beat the Broncos. The Seahawks beat the Cardinals 60-39, and the Saints beat the Falcons 38-30. These are your playoff matchups for the first week of the postseason. I'll do my offseason preview next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlight Swami. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace out, Franchise Nation.